You're eager to go when you hop in the car for your next journey. What then should you do if you are unable to start your car and the interior lights won't go off? Sometimes the solution is straightforward, and other times it may require some additional time to work through the issue. In any case, trying to see what's ahead of you at night can be dangerous and distracting if the light is left on. We examine the most likely reasons for an interior light fault in this guide. In order to help you quickly get back on the road, we also demonstrate the best fixes. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Door not closed. All of the car's interior lights are wired to the doors. Certain models have a connection between the lights and the trunk. Lights will come on when the trunk or doors are open. The lights ought to be out when everything is closed. Because of this, an open door or trunk is the most frequent cause of the lights being on. Fortunately, determining which door is open is not difficult, especially in more recent models of cars that indicate which door needs to be closed. If you're really unlucky, the car may believe that a door is open even when it's closed due to a malfunctioning door switch. Wrong setting on switch. Certain car models also have an option to operate the lights via the headlight switch. You can usually manually turn on the interior lights using a setting located on the left side of the wheel. It's possible that the interior lights were turned on when you didn't want them to be if the setting was moved. Once more, this is an easy fix. All that needs to be done is return the setting to its original position. Faulty switch. There is a manual switch on your car's dome light. If the setting is automatic, it will switch off when the doors close and remain on when they open. There is a manual setting as well, though. No matter what the doors do, if you turn the dome light to the off setting, it won't turn on. Conversely, the dome light has an on setting that allows the lights to remain on under all circumstances. There's also a possibility that the light's internal switch is broken. Any wiring leading to the switch carries the risk of malfunctioning. How to fix? Check doors. A door that is left open will keep the light on when it shouldn't. This crucial safety feature makes sure you don't leave the house without locking your door. In order to diagnose and resolve this problem, you must examine each door in person. Make sure all the doors are closed correctly by taking a walk around the car. Examine your trunk as well if it powers the interior lights. To check if it fixes the issue, you can open and close the trunk. Certain modern cars will indicate which door is open. The time required to find the issue is reduced by this diagnostic feature. You can go one step further with this if the trunk and all of the doors are closed. To trick the system into believing that the door is closed, manually push on the door switch while the door is open. It's possible that the door isn't making proper contact if the light deactivates. This component can be broken if the switch is playing too much or if you can't hear it click. After closing the doors, some cars keep the interior light on for a minute. Start the car's engine and force the lights off to rule out this regular operation. Adjust dome light switch. Examine the dome light switch. There is a dome light switch of some kind on every model. Make sure the light switch is in the proper position if it is on the light itself. To start, try turning off the light to see if it helps. After that, return it to automatic to see if that helps identify the problem. No matter what you do, if it is left on, it will not turn off. Check headlight switch. You should also verify these settings if the dome light can be controlled via the headlight switch. Assume that the switch is directly on the dome light and proceed in the same manner. To make sure it can function, turn off the light. After that, return it to the manual setting to determine the exact cause of the issue. Your issue is apparent if turning the knob has no effect on the lighting display. Inspect wiring. You should examine the wiring more closely if there isn't anything immediately apparent that's the issue. You could be able to do this on your own if you have a service manual. The wiring from each door must be traced back to the vehicle frame. All of them ought to terminate at the wiring harness located behind the dash. The wiring for the lights will come together at a junction point to form a single section. Any physical damage to the wiring must be repaired if you find any. To make sure there is no damage, you should also examine the wiring harness more closely. This fix could get pricey depending on how much wiring needs to be changed. Ask for help from a professional. A qualified mechanic should be consulted if you are unable to solve the wiring issue on your own or if you do not have a reliable service manual. You can be confident that it will be fixed correctly because they have more experience handling these electrical problems. Take into consideration changing the dome light's bulb until you reach the mechanic. If you leave the light on all the time, the battery will eventually run out of power. While pulling the fuse to turn on the light is a preference of some, it's not always the best option. This fuse may regulate multiple internal systems, which could result in additional issues. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.